Hello, Dumelang, Abusheni, Sanbonani. Welcome back to the Diski Preview Show. Signing in is yours truly, Mr. E.
Sanbonani, Dumelang, and hello. Signing in is yours truly, uThisha weDiski. And we're back once again in your last weekend for the year to give you our views, previews, and facts on the biggest soccer games taking place over the weekend.
Today we bring you a mixed bag of exciting matches that will be played before the turn of this year. Thisha weDiski. Let's quickly start off with our first game that we'll be taking a look at. Is going to be at the Peter Mokaba Stadium, where Sekhukhune will be playing against the Kaizer Chiefs. Makosi. From there, we'll quickly rush to Stadium, where Mamelodi Sundowns, they'll be playing against Polokwane City, Rise and Shine. We'll quickly take a flight to the UK, in London to be precise, where Nottingham Forest, they'll be playing against Manchester United, the Red Devils.
Staying in England for our fourth game, we have Fulham, who host Arsenal. And last but not least, we come home. Local is lekker. That is the DSTV Premiership, where we have the Cape Town Derby, where Cape Town Spurs host Cape Town City.
Those are really exciting clashes to be on the lookout for before we see the end of the year, Thisha weDiski.
Most definitely, Mr. E. And to our viewers, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
And now let's take a look at our first featured game. It's Sekhukhune. Babinanoko, they'll be playing against Kaizer Chiefs, Amakosi. And that game is going to take place at the Peter Mokaba Stadium. Thisha weDiski, Kaizer Chiefs comes into this game after picking up 12 of the last 15 available points. I think their tails must be up when they go against Sekhukhune.
I mean, Chiefs' last 3 games, they've actually went over to win all 3. And most importantly, they are keeping clean sheets. So Chiefs' last 3 games, 3 wins, 3 clean sheets.
Finally, there is a ray of light at Naturena. It looks like the ship is no longer sinking, Thisha weDiski. It looks like it's now going in the right direction.
Hopefully, this can stay on for a while, Mr. E.
Most certainly, they need to keep winning in order to catch up with the log leaders and the chasing pack. Now, let's quickly get into the prediction that Thisha weDiski. Who do you think is going to walk away with the 3 points when Sekhukhune hosts Kaizer Chiefs at the Peter Mokaba Stadium?
Look, Mr. A, we know Sekhukhune is a very stubborn side. It's not easy for Chiefs to beat Sekhukhune. But if you look at the last head-to-head, Chiefs went on to win that game by 2-1. Chiefs' morale is high now after winning their last 3 games. So I see them doing well in this game. So I'm giving it to Chiefs. Chiefs win or draw.
That's Chiefs win or draw from the resident Fundi. Yours truly, uThisha weDiski, is saying Amakosi, they look set to pick up the maximum point or at least a draw. Stay tuned. When we come back, we'll be giving you the other game that will be taking place at Loftus Stadium. That's Mamelodi Sundowns playing against Polokwane City. And now, as promised, let's take a look at our second game. It's Masandawana, Abafana Bestyle. They'll be playing against Polokwane City, Rise and Shine. Thisha weDiski, do you think maybe the sun is going to shine for Polokwane City? Taking a look at Mamelodi Sundowns that dropped 2 points in their last game against Cape Town City.
If you look at the head-to-head with Polokwane City, Mamelodi Sundowns have had it easier when it comes to Polokwane City. So I see Sundowns continuing doing what they do best, that is taking the 3 points.
Not to take away anything away from Mamelodi Sundowns, I think they've been magnificent from the beginning of the season up until they dropped those 2 points when they were playing against the Cape Town City. Thisha weDiski.
I mean, Mr. E, I've yet to see a side that wins all their games. I've yet to see a side that win all the games. Mamelodi Sundowns is still undefeated. They've only dropped like 2 points out of the possible, like how many? Like 39. So that's an achievement. That's a lot, Mr. E. Nothing to worry about. I'm sure Rulani Mukwena is not sweating wherever he is. He's relaxed. He's as relaxed as can be. I mean, if you look at number 2, Sundowns still has a big gap between them and number 2. So nothing to worry about at Klorkop.
Indeed, Thisha weDiski. Now let's quickly get into your predictions. Who's going to walk away victorious when Sundowns goes head-to-head with Polokwane City at Loftus Stadium, Thisha weDiski?
I'm giving it to Sundowns, Mr. E. Mamelodi Sundowns straight win.
And now let's take a look at our third featured game, which will take place in London City, where Nottingham Forest, they'll be playing against Manchester United. UThisha, weDiski, Manchester United, they come into this game after that sensational comeback from 2-0 when they were playing against Aston Villa. I think they are motivated currently, and it was a late present rather for the coach. I think it was a welcome win for them.
Most definitely a welcome win. I mean, against Aston Villa, a team who's in the top 5, a team who's in form. Man United went over to come from behind and went over to score 3 goals. What a game by Garnacho. Garnacho's back. The teenager is back. Hopefully he can keep that form. But also looking on the other side, Nottingham. Nottingham come to this game having won a game against the mighty Newcastle. So you can see both these teams come from 3 goals wins from their previous games. So we're definitely looking forward to a very interesting game.
Most certainly, it's going to be an interesting and nail-biting affair when Nottingham Forest plays against Manchester United. Now, let's quickly get the predictions for that match there. It's Nottingham Forest going head-to-head with Manchester United.
I'm giving it to Man United, Mr. Man United straight win.
It's Man United straight win from uThisha weDiski. Stay tuned as we bring you more of the weekend matches. And now let's take a look at the fourth match that we're featuring today. It's Fulham. They will be hosting Arsenal in their own backyard. UThisha weDiski, the Gunners are coming into this game with nothing on their minds except victory.
Look, Mr. E, the Gunners were sitting comfortably on top of the league before Christmas. They want to be sitting on top of the league beginning of the new year. And to do that, they know they cannot afford to drop any more points like they've been doing in the previous games. Arsenal has been dropping unnecessary points, Mr. Im. And also another shocking point is if you look at the top goal scorer, the current top goal scorer is actually Saka, who's currently sitting on 5 goals. Mr. E, if you're looking to compete against teams like Manchester City, if you who have a player like Haaland who's scoring like 20 goals in like 10 matches, you cannot have your top goal scorer sitting on 5 goals, Mr. E.
Yeah, most certainly. I think they need to start picking up the maximum points if they are to pick up or rather win that championship, uThisha weDiski. And it looks like currently going into the new year, it's a big affair between Liverpool and Arsenal. When Arsenal is playing, they'll be interested in the results of Liverpool. And when Liverpool is playing, they'll be interested in the results of Arsenal. Manchester City is not yet there, uThisha weDiski. Are we going to be seeing them coming back to the top 2 or 3 in the EPL table?
Yeah, don't forget, Manchester City has a game in hand, Mr. E. That counts a lot, Mr. E. And we know what Manchester City is capable of. You know what Pep Guardiola is capable of. So it's still too early to write off Manchester City.
Okay, now let's quickly get into the predictions of that match. It's Fulham welcoming the Gunners Arsenal.
Arsenal win, Mr. E.
That's the prediction from uThisha weDiski, saying Arsenal is going to pick up the maximum points. Stay tuned. When we come back, we're going to fly to Cape Town, where Cape Town Spurs will be hosting Cape Town City in a Cape Town derby. And now let's take a look at the fifth and final match for today's episode, where Cape Town Spurs, they will be playing against Cape Town City. And you can say Cape Town Spurs is at home, but this is a derby, a Cape Town derby. Both of these teams are at home. uThisha weDiski, Cape Town City, they come into this game after robbing or taking or rather pickpocketing Mamelodi Sundowns 2 points in their last game.
Yes, Mr. E. I mean, that's a positive from Cape Town City. You look where they're sitting in the log position. I mean, they're in the top 5, Mr. E. They're competing for the Champions League spots, and then they go over now to the derby, and they're meeting Cape Town Spurs. I think they're looking forward to the derby more than Cape Town Spurs. If you look at the head-to-head, the previous meetings, these two teams have actually met on 5 occasions, whereby Cape Town City has went over to win all 5. I repeat, all 5 of those games. Cape Town Spurs has only scored 1 goal in those 5 meetings. So Cape Town Spurs haven't had it easy when it comes to Cape Town City.
Now let's take a look at Cape Town Spurs, which is technically the home side in this fixture. UThisha weDiski only managing 4 points from the beginning of the season, and we are now almost halfway through, only managing 1 win and 1 draw. I think the win was against Amapagania, and then the draw is against Usutu. Do you think they will be looking forward to causing an upset?
Look, I mean, a derby itself, it's a motivation on its own. And there's just, should remind themselves, the win that they actually got was against Orlando Pirates. I mean, one of the greatest teams in the PSL. So if they were able to beat Orlando Pirates, why are they failing to beat other teams?
Yeah, most certainly that's a very big question to ask. What is happening with Cape Town City, rather Cape Town Spurs, being able to beat the big teams but failing to win against the small ones? Now let's quickly get into uThisha weDiski's prediction in this match. It's the Cape Town Derby. Who's going to walk away with the bragging rights?
Cape Town City win, Mr. E.
It's Cape Town rather Cape Town City win from yours truly, uThisha weDiski, rather our resident Fundi. Now let's quickly recap on today's matches, beginning with the first one that we spoke about in this installment of the show, where Sekhukhune United will be playing against Kaizer Chiefs.
Kaizer Chiefs win.
Okay, in another encounter at Loftus Stadium, Mamelodi Sundowns will be playing against Polokwane City. uThisha weDiski.
Mamelodi Sundowns win.
In our third game, we took a look at Manchester United that will be flying to. They will be flying to. Where are they? Where are they going to be playing with uThisha weDiski?
They're playing Nottingham.
Nottingham Forest. So they'll be flying to the Forest in Nottingham. Who do you think is going to pick up the maximum points there, uThisha weDiski?
They're looking to get the fruits there in the Forest, and I see them coming back with the fruits. Man United win.
That's uThisha weDiski for you there. Let's take a look at the other game. It's Fulham. They will be looking forward to duck or dodge those bullets from the Gunners. uThisha weDiski. Who do you think is gonna? Who did you say rather is gonna walk away victorious in that game?
Arsenal win, Mr. E.
And the final match that we took a look at was Cape Town City. Cape Town Spurs. They'll be welcoming or playing against Cape Town City. Your predictions, uThisha weDiski?
Cape Town City win.
Those are big clashes that we had lined up for you in this show, and they'll be lined up for you over the next weekend as the last round of the soccer matches. uThisha weDiski.
Spot on there, Mr. E. Some very interesting and mouth-watering fixtures to round off the year, Mr. E. And we do have book a bet codes available for these games that we've just spoken about. Simply take that book a bet code and go place your bets at any of our branches nationwide. Or if you're an online customer, simply take that book a bet code and place your bets online.
That's betting made easy for you by the Bonus King, Bedfred. I would like to thank you very much for tuning into this installment of the Diski Preview Show, and I hope you are enjoying the festive season with your family. We will be able to see you in the next year, which is 2024. I'm signing off, and my name is yours truly, Mr. E.
Once again, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your support throughout the year. Hope you're enjoying the last few days of the year, and we hope to see you again in the next year. Most importantly, please don't forget to comment, don't forget to press the like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Signing off is yours truly, uThisha weDiski. Happy New Year.